Good morning, everyone. Hello, welcome to the video. I have tremendous news for all of us, which is that if you watch my history of Yojashingu, you know I could not find my one Yojashingu album, which is my copy of The Awakening. Look what I found. Yeah, I found her. She was hiding. She's tiny, to be fair. So, like, it is harder to find it, but I found it. I found it, and that's all that matters. We're also here to talk about Yojashingu. If you didn't pick up on that, we're here to talk about Yojashingu. We're here to talk about their Season of Memories album. I am going to remind the class, Memoria Season was right there, and I would have appreciated it a lot more, but whatever. We're talking about Season of Memories, so let's get into how the video is going to work. I'm just going to run through the track list, give you my thoughts on the 2 songs that are on this album, and then give it a score out of 10 at the end. But I do have a disclaimer before we continue. I would say this album's new. It's like 2 to 3 weeks old at this point. I've heard it enough times. I think I've mostly fleshed out my thoughts on it, but either way, everything I say in this video is just my opinion. That's my main disclaimer. Everything I say in this video is just my opinion. You do not have to agree with my opinion because music is subjective, and that is great. Alrighty, cool. Now that all that's out of the way, let's get into things. First up, we have the titular Season of Memories. And here's the thing with this song. I went into it, like when it came out, I went into it, and I was expecting classic Yojashingu. I was expecting classic Yojashingu in the sense of like rough or Me Gustas too, a sound that immediately evokes the vibes of Yojashingu. I technically was not wrong, because if you do consider classic Yojashingu to be a pop song with the greatest background music you've ever heard in your life, this is technically classic Yojashingu. Because the music here, phenomenal, okay? These composers saw the light of God when they were making this song. They took Yojashingu, a group that's already had really distinct and interesting and cool background music. Like, we have Fingertip, we have Fever, we have Bomb, we have these like classics to me, and they took them and they gave them this, and they manages to compete. Like, it's so good. But it's not just the music. The whole song is excellent. The verses are both very strong. The first one is just such a good start to the song. It starts the song off really well. The second one is really short. I will not deny that. The second one, very short. But it works. It works quite well. It flows well with the pre-chorus. I like it. Speaking of, I also like the pre-chorus. It's pretty, which is always a win for me at the very least, but also it slows things down so that when that chorus does come in, it hits even harder, and I adore that. And this chorus, I love it so bad. It's where the music is the most slay for starters, which is just phenomenal for me at the very least. Plus, it's so perfect. Like, it hits so perfectly. I shake full ass to this chorus, and I have no regrets anytime. Big picture, dare I say God tier? I don't think this is even like top 3 Yojashingu titles. Primarily for nostalgia reasons, I do think it could get there if it wanted to. It isn't what I was expecting, I won't deny that, but I'm also not mad, because like, I adore what we got. Now for the second and final song on this album, Always, and it's good. And I could be insane. It has been known to happen that I have visions that no one else sees. But I think it's giving Girls' Generation. I was about to say it's giving Yojashingu. It's giving Girls' Generation. It's giving late stage Girls' Generation. Like, if this song was on Forever One, I don't think it would feel that out of place. Either way, let's discuss. The music is cool. Are we surprised? Because we shouldn't be. It is giving summer. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy the song now in January, but I think in like 4 or 5 months, I'm going to listen to it again, and it's going to be a moment. It's going to be a different experience that's going to change me on a psychological level. As for the verses, they're good. The first one is a strong start to the song. I really like it. The second one is cute, but I do prefer the first one. I just think the first one's the better verse. Like, they're both good, but the first one's better. The pre-chorus, meanwhile, barely exists, okay? Like, it barely exists, but it does its job well, by which I mean it slows the song down nicely, and it flows well into the chorus. And speaking of the chorus, it's everything to me. The first half is like a lot more toned down, but you can feel that it's building to something, and that something comes in the second half. That's where the music just pops off, and I lose my entire mind. My one and only complaint about the song, I wanted a bridge. I'm not surprised we didn't get one. It's a Hybe song. Hybe hates bridges the way that I hate Hybe. They don't do bridges. I'm surprised we even got one in Season of Memories. And I wanted a bridge. I'm not mad. Like, what we got is great. But I wanted a bridge where Yuju could scream. However, that is all I have to tell you about the song. So that it is score time. And overall, I'm giving it a 9.5 out of 10. Here's what's holding this album back for me. I wanted more, if that makes sense. Don't get me wrong. I'm very happy with what we got. But, like, you gave me 2 songs, and I've always been of the opinion, for the record, that a single album should have 3 songs. I don't enjoy 2-song single albums. I think we needed a 3rd song. Dare I say, even hear me out, I had a vision for this, and I think we could have done this. Are you ready? Either we give each member a solo song, and it becomes a full, like we have a reunion full, and then they can do their solo songs at their concert. That would have been fun, right? I think that would have been good. Alternatively, you just give me like a mini album. Like, you make 3 extra songs to the 2 you already made. You could do a 4-song mini even if you really wanted to. Like, I feel like after 5 years and the level of, dare I say, horrifying ways they disbanded Yojo Chingu, I wanted more than just like the bare minimum 2-song single album, if that makes sense. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment your thoughts on this album down below. Let me know how you feel. You can like and subscribe if you want to or don't. I will be okay either way. And in the description, I'm going to put my other Yojo Chingu video. I think I only have one other review for them. But I did quite recently make like a 90-minute deep dive into their history. I will be putting that at the top of the description. You may watch it if you so choose. And yeah, thank you again for watching.